What's up, guys? It's Blackimar here with the new console clashing right now. I know you read the title, so let's just get right into it. Let me just get this out of the way right now. I love the Wii U. And with all the negativity that thing is always hit with, I sometimes feel like the only person who loves a Wii U. I will admit it, yes, I see the criticisms. With how significant they are, even a blind man could see them at that point. I mean, even Nintendo admitted themselves that the Wii U isn't doing exactly as well as they hoped. So naturally, the system is bad, right? Well, not exactly. At this point, you're probably wondering what in the actual hell I'm talking about. Well, to be honest, for a while I didn't have a clue either. Like, me trying to explain my love of the console made my brain hurt from time to time and left people convinced that I was a little bit insane. But recently, I think I found an explanation. Recently, the Sega Dreamcast, yet another console that I happen to like quite a lot, turned 17. This got me thinking, the Dreamcast and Wii U really have a crazy amount in common, don't they? I mean, I may sound like I'm making more outlandish claims than Matt Pratt from Game Theory, shots fired, but stay with me here, stay with me. When I think of the Dreamcast, at least, I primarily see a console that was released too early and suffered because of that. Does that sound familiar? The Dreamcast was released in North America in September of 1999. It was promptly overshadowed by PS2, released a year later. The Wii U was released in North America in November 2012, and was promptly overshadowed by the PS4, and Xbox One, of course, a year later. Crazy how similar that is. And that's just the beginning, because holy fuck, these two may just be the same damn console. At first glance, both had quite a lot of potential and promise as well. At the time of release, the Dreamcast was pushing out better graphics than both the N64 and PlayStation. Similarly, the Wii U was also more powerful than the PS3 and 360. Both consoles also have a good amount of great games that are available only on the console. I know that a number of Dreamcast games are ported to other consoles, but at launch, they could only find them on that system. So yes, the Dreamcast had quite the library of exclusives at the time. I mean, the thing got Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, Jet Set Radio, Power Stone and Power Stone 2, Shenmue and Shenmue 2, Choo Choo Rocket, Crazy Taxi, and Fantasy Star Online, and other great exclusives, as well as the definitive versions of games like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and MVC2. It seems impossible that a console could fail with such a lineup that was so stacked. And that same statement could be said about the Wii U as well. Say what you will about Nintendo, but their games are always a great time. Their games are almost always a great time. But the Wii U has so many great games that shouldn't be skipped over, such as Super Smash Bros., Pikmin 3, Bayonetta 2, Mario 3D World, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, Hyrule Warriors, Splatoon, The Wonderful 101, the list kinda goes on from there. The system even houses a few hidden gems like Fast Racing Neo, Lego City Undercover, Affordable Space Adventures, and a few others. So whenever I see people say this thing has no games, I find it really ridiculous. When people say the Wii U has no third-party games, however, yeah, I get the point. Companies like Bethesda were turned off by the Wii U due to the fact that Nintendo came to them late and it was difficult to program on. Then just about every company that was interested in supporting the Wii U backed off after they found out the thing was selling very, very slow at launch. And after that, Nintendo was basically just left with Ubisoft, Sega, and that's kind of it. Then the Dreamcast also had little third-party support due to difficulty developing on the thing, among other things. Both systems also failed financially, of course. The Dreamcast had to cut prices all over just to stay almost relevant. And I mean almost relevant, which caused quite a few financial problems for Sega. The system was being sold at a huge loss, so at that point they were losing money even when people did buy the Dreamcast. And y'all know what ended up happening with the Sega, really? Yeah, you know the deal, Sega stopped making consoles and all that. The Wii U was also being sold at a loss, albeit not as bad as the Dreamcast though. However, it still couldn't rake in those profits either, and the bad advertising of both consoles actually didn't help things in the slightest. The question still stands though, why do I love the Wii U so damn much? Well, the answer also lies within these Dreamcast comparisons that I'm making, really. The Dreamcast retains a large cult following till this day for a variety of reasons despite the console's shortcomings. Just to throw out a couple of small things, both the consoles are and were quite affordable and are weirdly easy to hack. While these are positives that help in my book, there's more than that. People respect how innovative the Dreamcast was. I mean, it was the first system with internet capabilities. Granted, playing Phantasy Star Online could easily run your bill up the ass, but it was ambitious. And the Dreamcast's great, unique, and quirky roster of games are the biggest reason I love the Dreamcast after all. I mean, the system birthed games like Jet Set Radio and Seaman for fuck's sake. It's safe to say its library is pretty unique. And the same thing I love about Nintendo's Wii U as well. With how good the games are on both platforms, I believe that both these systems will be fondly remembered. While that might be a bold claim to some, given the fact that Dreamcast already released cult popularity status, I feel like the system is similar to the Wii U will be remembered in a similar way in a few years from now. And if you don't have a Wii U, I still encourage you to get one, man. I think it's a really good, underrated system. I think you'll think the same thing as well. Anyway, if you disagreed about anything, it's great, it's fine. Internet opinions, you know how it goes. But you can feel free to leave your thoughts on the matter in comments as well if you want. But yeah, I'm out for now. Peace out.